Can you do anything to put food on your table? Nigerian man who disguised as a woman in UK hospital is caught. The shocking truth behind the NHS fraud. Imagine walking into an emergency ward and the nurse attending to you is not who you think. The name badge says Joyce George, a young woman. But the voice, the face, the person standing right in front of you there is a man. What will run through your mind when you notice all this? That man was Lucius Njoku, a 33-year-old Nigerian man who pretended to be his female friend just to keep working inside a UK big hospital. And guess what? He pulled it off for weeks and nobody noticed until one single night when one old woman noticed the act. He worked at a Countless of Chester Hospital in the UK. He wore a woman's name tag with a picture on it under her identity until a patient asked this question, which nobody ever asked. And what is the question? The woman said, "Wait, are you Joyce George?" And Lucius replied, "My name is Joyce, but I'm a man." That single sentence exposed one of the strangest fraud ever seen in a British hospital, ever. Lucius wasn't a criminal-minded person. Yes, we understand. He was a struggling migrant trying to survive in that environment. And he has to do what he got to do because he got to pay some bills. This our brother originally from Nigeria. He came to the UK as a student hoping to build a better life for himself and for people back home in Nigeria. But somewhere between visa, finance, and desperation, he crossed a dangerous line. His friend, Joyce George, a 32-year-old Nigerian nurse, got a job through an agency after passing all the NHS interview and checks. Between February and April 2024, she allowed Lucius, that is the man, to work a shift under her own name. Man working, wearing woman's name and badge and photo and picture. What's going on here? No one knows how he got a uniform or why the system didn't notice it earlier. For weeks, the Countless of Chester Hospital didn't even realize a completely different person was clocking in and clocking out and even wearing a woman profile. Everything might have continued until that one patient confrontation. The moment Lucius admitted, the name is Joyce, but I'm a man. Then the hospital now launched immediately investigation, sharp, into the whole matter. CCTV footage even confirmed that he had been working multiple shifts under the false name, under the false badge, under the false picture. When the police raided Joyce's home, they found Lucius inside that house. Phone was seized from both of them. And that phone shows a lot of messages after messages, discussing work permit, discussing work pattern, shift time, and even payment details. So Oyibo, they put all the phone together and they pieces it, yebe. It was clear this wasn't a one-off of a thing. It was a deliberate arrangement, a crime built on trust, need, and deception. At Chester's Magistrates Court, Lucius admitted to fraud by false representation. He told the judge that, he did it because of financial problem. Judge, the court learned that Lucius actually lived separately with his NHS employee wife, and he did have a skill of a health worker, but his DBS safeguarding check hadn't been cleared yet. So instead of waiting, he borrowed someone else's identity to speed up things, but it backfired. District Judge Jack was stern but calm. He said, "You deceive your way into a job that requires safeguarding check and you bypass all those checks. That undermines the system, End of quote. Because Lucius had no prior conviction at all and wasn't considered a danger to that hospital, the judge gave him a 16-week prison sentence, suspended for 12 good months. He also ordered him to do 80 hours of unpaid work and for him to pay back £239 fine. So, where is Joyce Gangan herself? Joyce George, the woman whose identity was used, didn't wait around for the verdict. She fled the UK after being charged with fraud and is believed to have returned back to Nigeria. Ogbero, Orayan kò dúró gbọ̀bẹ̀, ó já dànù. A warrant for her arrest remained active in the UK. Both of them had once come abroad for opportunity, but ended up on opposite sides of a criminal file. The deeper question. This story raises a painful question. What drives a person to risk their freedom, to risk their visa, and their reputation in that society just to earn a few weeks' pay? For many immigrants, it is the silent pressure of survival. When your bills piles up, your visa clock ticking, rejection emails keep coming in, flowing into your email. Temptation will whisper into your ear, just find a way. Find a way, Jare, bro. Nobody will know. Just do it. Do it, Jare. This will whisper into your ear. And but lies always find lie. Lucius didn't rob anyone. He didn't harm any patient. But he undermined trust, the very thing that keeps the NHS systems working. He undermines it. Think about it. Hospitals run on trust and safety checks. Every staff member must vetted through disclosure and bearing service, DBS, to protect vulnerable patients. And by using someone else's identity, Lucius bypassed that protection. If something had gone wrong that very time, even if any accident happened there, the hospital will have faced a disaster. So when God said you bypass the system that protects patients, he wasn't just talking about paperwork, he was talking about public safety. Still, you can't ignore the woman pain here. Lucius came to the UK with dreams, just like thousands of Africans before him. And Joyce, perhaps, thought she was helping a friend in need. But in the end, both destroyed the very trust that makes friendship and society possible for them. Lucius' solicitor said, there was no complaint about his job, my lord. He had the qualification. He did his job very, very well. And please, tamper Joseph with mercy. Please, sir. And that's a tragedy. He had talent, but used it in the wrong way. This story isn't just about Lucius or Joyce. It's a mirror for the diaspora hustle, the struggle between survival and integrity. Do you know that many Africans abroad face tough choice, expired paper, delayed work permit, unpaid rent? But one shortcut can destroy everything you build. Immigration law doesn't see intention, it sees violation, fraud. Even with good motive, still fraud. For others watching me today, let this be a warning. Don't borrow another person's name just to survive a month. It's not worth losing your future on top of that magu thing. For now, Lucius is still in the UK, living under his wife's visa, but his fate is uncertain. The Home Office may still decide to deport him anytime, any day for breaching trust in a public service role. As for Joyce George, the UK police are still waiting for her return, or they might even extradite her back to UK. Their story will remain a case study for both immigration officers and faith communities about the limits of friendship, trust, and desperation. This is African Black Gold TV, where we don't just tell stories, we reveal the lesson hidden behind them. So tell me, was Lucius a criminal or a desperate man who made one terrible choice? And should Joyce face equal punishment? Drop your thought in the comment. Join our WhatsApp community. Links in the description. Subscribe, like, and share this video because awareness protects us all. When survivor meets desperation, character becomes the true test. And as African in the diaspora, integrity is our strongest visa. Till I see you guys in the next video, please subscribe.